A mammography technician from San Diego has filed a lawsuit against Scripps Health, claiming wrongful termination after being dismissed over social media posts in which she praises the passing of Charlie Kirk and expressed a desire for the passing of Donald Trump.
Her post reads, if there's anyone else on here defending Charlie Kirk, unfriend me right now. That POS got exactly what he deserved, and the world is a better place without him. The only good Nazi is a dead Nazi. In a second post, she wrote in part that Charlie spewed hateful comments toward minorities and gays, then went on to say, quote, and if you think I'm hateful now, just wait until Trump is dead. I'm popping bottles and throwing an expletive party when that happens. Well, the lawsuit says Genevieve was placed on leave, then took a medical leave due to emotional distress from reaction online and calls coming into the hospital from people who had seen her posts. When she was questioned by Scripps, she was shocked to hear that some members of her team were afraid of working with her for fear of retaliation based on Ms. Marchesano's political beliefs. The suit goes on to claim that Genevieve's First Amendment rights were violated and, quote, the shocking disregard for her free speech rights has caused severe emotional and financial harm to Ms. Marchesano.
Celebrating someone's death and wishing for death on others publicly, it isn't free speech without consequences. It raises real concerns about your judgment and your professionalism, and whether someone in a healthcare role can treat all patients fairly and safely. Employers, especially hospitals, can consider conduct that can impact patient trust, workplace safety, and especially the organization's reputation. So this isn't about silencing your political views. It's about accountability for your extreme rhetoric that even the right or the left can both agree is unacceptable. Like, imagine if the roles were reversed and this was a MAGA conservative Republican individual who made these statements about a president or somebody that y'all like. If the roles were reversed, there is no doubt that y'all would be up in arms and this would be called out immediately. Need I remind y'all that free speech doesn't mean freedom from consequences, especially when you're publicly celebrating somebody's death while working in the healthcare field. Like, you can believe in free speech and still recognize that her lawsuit just doesn't make any sense. Because the First Amendment protects you from the government trying to punish your speech. It doesn't guarantee you a job after posting extreme statements, especially in a professional role like healthcare. Like, come on. And now, mind you, the place that she works at that she's trying to sue, Scripps Health, is a private employer, and private employers can fire or discipline employees that show certain conduct, especially if you're damaging the public's trust in that organization. You're clearly creating workplace concerns because now people around you who work around you are stating that they don't feel safe to work around you because you might retaliate against them or be funny or try to jeopardize their job if you find out their political affiliation. Like, look at what that woman posted. That's not just a political opinion. That is the kind of rhetoric that most workplaces, especially hospitals, have policies against. But quite frankly, her lawsuit is very weak. I highly doubt it's going to get anywhere. Because political opinions, especially expressed the way that she did, simply not protected in most employment situations. So a friendly reminder, freedom of speech protects you from jail, not your job firing you. And the First Amendment stops the government from silencing you. It doesn't force a private hospital from employing someone celebrating death online. So I don't know what she thinks she's gonna get out of this lawsuit, but you're not fighting for your rights. It's clear that you're fighting to avoid consequences. And no matter what side you are, left, middle, right, who gives a fuck who you vote for or are affiliated with politically, especially in the healthcare field, you should not have people like that working in those fields. If you can't be professional enough to put your political affiliations to the side when it comes to helping people, then you do not need to be working in that field. You should be out. And I've said this before, like, if you want to be able to be stupid on the fucking internet without consequences, then don't work for companies that hold themselves to a higher standard and have certain policies against online rhetoric because their business relies on the trust of the public.